I get to start to meander and live life by myself and meet up with people whom I can imagine so amazing. I rented a room from a China girl. Her parents actually didn't allow me to rent from her, and so she had to ask me to leave. And while walking dejected on the road, I get to meet up with a Greek family who need money, and so they were selling secondhand goods. So when I saw something suitable for myself, I asked the man, 70-year-old man, how much are these? He looked at me and said, son, something seems to be bothering you. What is it? Tell me. Can you imagine in Australia? Ah,
Stranger.
I do not even know him. I'm a
Yeah.
stranger, and he wants to know my problem. You can hardly find this in other places like Singapore. And so what I did was that I told him, and upon hearing my dire straits, all right, my accommodation dilemma, he actually shouted to his wife, darling, clean up our granddaughter's room for this gentleman. He needs a place to stay. And normally the madam, I thought they would, huh? Why, huh?
Yeah,
Why?
insane. No one in Singapore. Okay, maybe I'm making a big statement, but I guess it's not as common.
She said, okay. Imagine the, okay.
Yeah.
She went to the granddaughter's room for a call and straight away prepared it for me to stay. Wow, my heart melted. So this is what we call unconditional love. They helped me without asking what they can get from it. I stayed there for 2 weeks. In the 2 weeks, I got to see true unconditional love, and I got to see the two of them battling with their own challenges. The man actually survived from full body paralysis he had when he was 40 plus. He had stroke. His whole body was paralyzed. And his wife is a diabetic. And yet at the age of 70, they had to work in a restaurant on the weekends to earn money to pay for their son's medication. Their son slipped and fell at the pool side and became disabled. And what medication he takes, the government do not subsidize. So can you imagine two ill people working hard to support their ill son?
And they let you in.
Yeah, and they let me in unconditionally.
Wow.
Can you imagine? It really touched me greatly. And I think this is something we need to garner. That is the emotional expression. Yeah. And the loving kindness, the compassionate heart mindset, the inclusiveness, integrity, rather than the calculative selfishness.
Okay.
Yeah.